you get to the Great American West, you've got to go to the rodeo.
And that's another low arrow from Paula.
The duel is on.
And that leaves a little bit of room for Miss Valencia, but she ties it up. 8 points. Both archers probably feeling a little bit of the pressure and succumbing to the changing conditions.
Ball is back in Palenka's court, and is it on the line?
No, that is definitely a 9. I can see some yellow in between the arrow and that line.
All right, I'm going to go with you.
And that's a 9. Each archer is going shot for shot with each other. A 10 would give Paula a really good advantage right about now.
Not going to get
8. Oh no, so Miss Valencia needs to shoot a 9. Anything inside the yellow, she will take this match.
We're tied at 4 set points apiece.
9 will win. It's a 9, and Miss Valencia wins the bronze medal in the women's individual recurve match.
There's some clutch shooting for you. That was a great duel between Alejandra Valencia and Katerina Palenka of the Ukraine.
We're level at 4 apiece. Madalena Amastrea is right back in this. She's shooting first in the 5th and final set. So now the opportunity is there for Valencia. Quick shot and into the 10.
Good time with that shot, but just going high again.
Valencia since she can put this one to bed. You want her to finish strongly. Another 8. So a 24 for her again, and this is a massive opportunity for bronze. She needed no more than that. An 8 does it, and a 27. And Alejandra Valencia wins the bronze medal here in Guatemala City.
So still hanging out on the right there, but getting it in the goal. But I think she just adjusted her side a little bit more to see if she can get it closer to the middle.
Very vocal, aren't they?
Yeah, I think it's like a coaching thing to keep them into the right frame of mind. Might be a very costly 8 there. Yeah, they're doing similar, you know, support in the Mexican team. They're shouting at each other and supporting each other on the line as well.
Feels a little bit more free-flowing on the Mexican side in terms of the pepping up, the talking up. As Angela Ruiz scores another 10 for the Mexican team. On the Chinese side, it feels more like a mantra from the coach.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's more of a mental, yeah, like you say, a mantra rather than support. But I mean, my Chinese is not particularly good, so I don't know if he's actually saying something really nice.
Gonna have to brush up on your Mandarin because we're in Shanghai next.
Yeah. I'll give it a month and see how far I get.
Xie.
So this is what they're looking for. They need to shoot a couple 10s to put any kind of pressure on Mexico. But Mexico, keep in mind, they only have to tie this set to get the match win.
Yeah, they've got a bit of room here, haven't they? So 59, the maximum Mexico can get. As you can see, they definitely don't need that. A 9 is enough.
They need an 8 and a 7 right now, and that will get them the match win, or 10 and a 5, or you know, a 9 and a 6.
It's a 9 and a 6.
I'm sure Aida will try to hit more than a 6.
I'm sure she will. So a lot of room for error here for Aida Rahman. Oh, of course, it was going to be a 10 to finish off, and a 57 is a great score in recurve archery, especially if it takes you to the recurve women's team gold medal, as it has for Mexico. A dominant performance for them. Great to have China back, but Mexico were too good this morning here in Antalya.
Sets.
Valencia struggling to find the form she had earlier on in this medal day.
And I think that's also what gives Marie Horachkova a little bit of, you know, breathing room mentally. If she was shooting against somebody who was also shooting 29s, 30s, I think the pressure would have been even more immense. Whereas now she gets a bit of, you know, breathing room. She gets a bit of space, which gives her that, like, slight gap, I would say. The door's kind of open for her to walk through.
Massive, massive arrow from Marie Horachkova. That does relieve some nerves and some tension. Neither Mexico nor the Czech Republic have won a recurve women's individual world title, and now Horachkova needs just an 8 to become champion of the world. Boom! She has done it! Set number 5, Valencia trailing 5-3 to Calfold, going high right into the 9.
Good finish, straight to the target.
Nearly out despite the good shot.
Yep! Yes! Another one like that.
Casey, body moving after the shot, but definitely worked at this one. Looked strong.
Stay with it, nice and smooth.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, and Valencia's back at it.
Focus.
Looking very strong and confident.
Trust it.
Another dropped one from Calfold. There is a huge opportunity here to force a shoot off. Looks like a 9 for a 28. Calfold now, subject to a measure of course, with a 10, could take this.
Yep!
Yes. She get the 10, so now the measure is absolutely critical. Bernardo, gut feeling on that last arrow for Valencia?
I'm afraid it's out. I'm afraid it's out, but it'll have to come to a measure. There were a couple of arrows earlier today that I had a feeling that it was either in or out, and then it was the opposite. Let's wait to see. Judge with the magnifying glass there. But actually from this shot, I think it's in. I think it was marked up.
I think it was marked up as well. There was a clear 9, and then that one on the edge and a clear 10. I think that was a 10 for Valencia, and that would give her 29 points. We are still waiting for final confirmation, and there it is. confirmed that we are all tied up after the 5 regulation sets at 5 points apiece.
Dos arqueros, dos flechas, 20 segundos.
Shoot off for gold between Casey Calfold and Alejandra Valencia. Calfold first, a low 9.
Had a feeling her ball was a little bit uneasy as she was aiming. Maybe it's what drifted away from the 10.
Oh, but that's drifted out to the left for an 8, and she can't quite believe it. But Casey Calfold's 9 in the shoot-off, enough to take the Pan American title here in the recurve women's individual competition in 2024. There's nuances within the 10s that you score. These archers seeking perfection and consistent perfection. 5-3, Vazquez can still force a shoot-off here, but she needs to win this set outright. Just looks like the wind's picked up a tiny bit as well.
Yeah, and it can also be, the more nervous you get, the less sharp you are about things like the wind. Typically speaking, I don't want to speak for anyone, but that would be the case for me. So then it's easier to get caught off guard a little bit, whereas if you're more relaxed, you can deal with those circumstances a bit better.
Now an opportunity for Valencia. One of those pressure-busting, stress-relieving 10s from the Mexican, from her point of view, of course.
Yeah, 7 is all she needs here to tie this set and therefore get the 6 set points she is required to win this match.
High into the 9s, and it is a beautiful bronze here in Antalya for a battling Alejandra Valencia from Mexico.